Good afternoon. So let me introduce myself. My name is Aqil GIASAKTILA, with number student is 240-370-30169. And today I would like to explain to you guys about tips and tricks in job interviewer. So I would like to explain how we do preparation and how to answer the question and answers, and tips and tricks about the next after you do the interview. Okay, so let's get to this. Okay, number one is what is an interview? So I would like the definition of the interview, and the number two is preparing for the interview. So in this session I would like to explain about what should we do to preparing to the interview, and the number three is common interview questions and answers and how to answer it. And then number four is tips and tricks how to stand out, and the last one is after the interview. Okay. Number one is what is an interview? So interview is a formal conversation between a job applicant and representative of an employer conduct to assess whether the applicant is suitable for a specific role. And a good interview is one where the candidate and the interviewers engage a meaningful two-way conversations that help determine if there is a mutual between the applicant's skills, value, and goals to the company needs and culture. And then number two is preparing for the interview. So this is in this session will be a lot of useful information, so you can take notes. Okay, number one is a preparation is a promo of very important thing. Why? Because a well prepared, the candidate feels more comfortable and makes a strong impression to the interviewers. So what should we do? Number one is through research. Okay, you can visit the official website, social media, and a recent news or article about the company or the enterprise that you want to interview. So understand their goals, projects, and overall culture, and knowing their recent achievements and plans can provide excellent talking points. So in here I choose a BUMN or Badan Usaha Milik Negara. So through some research I have these points about BUMN. So as you can see, the Indonesian government holds a significant stake in BUMN or Badan Usaha Milik Negara, are state-owned enterprise, and they operate in various sectors from banking to infrastructure. And understanding the culture and value of BUMN is very crucial. Why? Because this organization offers an emphasis, teamwork, professionalism, and commitment to national development. And then number two, what should we do? Number two is practicing our practice answering common questions. So the examples, you can find a lot of common questions that used in the interview, and you can try to answer it with your notes, and you can, after you take a note, and then the answers can be useful when you do an interview. Okay, number three is prepare your documents. Is bring suitable or the document that you use in the interview. For the example is we have a resume, academic traffic certifications, and portfolio if applicable, and ensure all the documents are well organized and easy to access. And the last one is professional attire. So dress professionally to show respect to the organizations and the interview process. And a neat, clean, and appropriate with moderated makeup for a woman and confident postures can significantly impact the interview first impression. Why? Because the first impression is very important to do an interview. And then number 3 is common interview questions and how to answer it. So in this session, I would like to give you the examples that question that's common to use in the interview and how to answer it. Okay, number 1 is the first question is what do you want to work at this BUMN? So you can answer it with show your motivations by linking your career goals with the BUMN missions and the impact on the nations. So you can highlight specific projects that impacts that resonates with you and explain why you find them inspiring. And question number 2 is tell us about your strength and weakness. So you can just be honest and focus on the strength that relevant to teamwork and adaptability. And when discussing weakness, you just admit it. But they emphasize what you are doing to improve your weakness. For the example, if I struggle with my public speaking, so I mentioned that I can mention that I taking a course or practice or a boot camp about public speaking, so I can improve my public speaking skills. Okay, question number 3 is what are your career goals? So you can start with a short-term goals such as mastering a specific skills or contributing to a project. Then discuss your long-term aspirations and such as talking on leadership roles or contributing in the company's strategic growth and show your ambitions that align with the BUMN missions. And then number 4 is describe your experience. So you can explain your project achievement clearly, emphasizing how they relate to the job role. And you can use a STAR method with S is situation, T is task, A is action, and R is for result. So structure your answers and provide concrete examples of your capabilities. Okay, number 4 is tips and tricks how to stand up. Wait, I think there's something more in here. Let's wait a minute. And this was better, right, than before. Okay, number 4 is tips and tricks to stand out. So number 1 is be honest and authentic. So honestly build trust. Interviews often detect exaggeration, so the genuine and truthful in your response. And number 2 is show your confidence and promote yourself positively and maintain eye contact and smile. And confidence demonstrates that you believe in your abilities and are ready to take on challenge. And then when your social media, and this like sound very simple, right? Because we usually use social media in many times or all the time. So ensure your online presence reflects professionalism and remove any controversial or inappropriate content that could negatively impact your candidacy. And number 4 is practice English skills. Why we have to practice like the English skill? So because like many BUMN interviews is used in English, and prepare to discuss your expressions and career goals and industry related to topic and fluently in English. Okay, and the last tips is prepare question to ask. So in the interview and the end on the end of interview, so the interviewers usually ask that, do you have a question? Do you have any questions? So you can ask him insightful questions that demonstrate your genuine interest in BUMN, and prepare a few questions about the company plans and team you will be working with, and our opportunity for a professional development. And then number 5, the last topic is after the interview. So after the interview, you can number one is send a thank you note. So written 24 hours after you doing the interview, send a thank you to the interviewers with the email. So express your application, for their time and okay. So the last topic is after the interview. So what should we do after we do the interview? So what should you guys do is number 1 is send a thank you note. So you can written in 24 hours after the interview and send a thank you email to the interviewers, and you can express your applications to their time, and you can reveal your interest in what you want to be in the positions, and you can personalize the note by mentioning something specific you discussed as during the interview. And number 2 is you can reflect on your performance. You can analyze your performance during the interview. What went doing well, or what could you have done to do better, and use this feedback to improve your future interview. And the last one is prepare to the next step. So practice with mock interviews and review a typical interviews questions generally, and this will push your willingness and confidence. Now, so we have like a lot of talks about interview, right? Well, we have to what is the interview, the definitions, and then we have some talk about what the preparation, what the preparation, how to prepare the interview, and I have give you a couple of the common questions that used in interview and how to answer it, and we have talked about what and how we look stand out in the interview, and the last time is what should we do after the interview. Okay, so thank you very much. That's about I would like to say thank you very much about the times, and I hope these videos can be useful to you guys about how to do interview, and then I hope you can like accept in your dreams like dream company or dream enterprise that you want to be. And thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.